How you doing? I know I haven't been home for a while. Things have been a little bit tough right now. Uh, Even more so for Matt. He went and he had to take a day job, but he's still doing this, guys. He's still making cues, still making shafts. So if you need to place an order, go ahead and do so. And I recommend it, not just because he's my friend. I believe in the product that he's building. Okay, I use it. Someone said, "Why don't you go back to the wooden shaft?" I said, "Because I like this. I like this cue. I love this thing." I've been out where I've had my cues set up in my cue holder, and you know how patrons of a bar are. Come by, they're half sloshed, three sheets to the wind, they knock your cue over. Not a ding, not a scratch, not nothing, nothing. The worst thing that could happen is my tip could pop off. That's it. Wooden cues, you'd be having a bird. You'd be having a cow. Going, oh my lord, he dropped my stick. Now we gotta fight. And believe me, I've seen it happen. So let me try and straighten this out. So, Lord, that's bad. Okay, there we go. That's more better. That's more gooder. So anyway, I want to talk to you about common sense in pool. I'm going to go over a couple aiming systems, and when I speak about aiming systems, people look at me like I'm crazy. They don't work, but they do work. They do work. You have to really delve into it. You have to commit yourself to it. Just like a shot, any shot that you play in pool, if you're not committed to it, you're going to let up on your stroke and you're going to miss. Or you're going to shoot it fast and you're going to miss. Okay? Because you're not committed to it. You're scared of it. Don't be scared. Stay calm. Stay calm. Go with, use the knowledge that you have in your experience. And how do you get common sense in pool? Through playing, through experience, getting to know the table, getting to be able to read the table as soon as you walk in. If it's filthy, oh Lord, these balls are going to skid. I got to overcut just to make sure I don't skid the ball off the pocket line. The balls are filthy. Oh, that's going to make it even worse. Now I got to put spin on it too, instead of being able to hit center ball. Common sense, guys, should prepare you for what you're already seeing. And I've also seen a few pros recently discuss, some aiming systems that they've tried, that they've used. They do work. A lot of pros have aiming systems, maybe their own, but they won't tell you because they don't want you to know. It's theirs. My biggest thing is I love center to edge. Center to edge Pro 1 is what I use. And when I'm off, when I'm struggling, I go back to center to edge. I do. I still may not make everything because it may be my technique, but that's bad and it wasn't my aim. And usually that's what it is. But with center to edge, it helps straighten out your technique a little bit because of the way you move into the ball. It really does help. It isn't going to fix everything, but it will help. So, my stacking the diamonds. I don't call them adding diamonds because you're not really adding them until you figure out whether you need a quarter of a ball or an eighth of a ball. So if you take a quarter, just a quarter of anything, and then an eighth and stack it on top, there you go, 3/8. I should have come up with a visual aid for that, but I'm sure everybody's smart enough to figure that out. So, aiming systems. There's light from above. I've mentioned that before. I showed a young man Sunday. He goes, "Oh, my dad showed me that." I said, "Well, I'm going to show you another one. A little bit more about it. I want you to take the right corner of that light, and I want you to put it on the outside left edge of that ball and run it up the rail." Made it straight in. He made it straight in first try. Amazed. He was absolutely amazed. So aiming systems do work. So right here, this is what I had him do. Watch me miss it, because I got the camera on. So right there. That should be it. I'm having a hard time seeing the edge of the 7 because it's dark, but we'll see if it goes. Straight in. Common sense. If you line that thing up light to light on both balls, it's not going to go. Common sense should say this to you. Hey, it's going to bank. It's not going to go. So you have to connect the light to something else on the ball. That's all you need to do. Like I said, okay. Well, my stacking the diamonds. Very simple, guys. Very easy. All right. The side pocket 0. The corner pocket is 0. Now, these diamonds starting toward the corner pocket, I count these as 1/8 of a ball. Right? And I count these diamonds from 0 at the corner pocket as 1/4 of a ball. You could do that either way. You could count this as 1/4 and you could count that as 1/8. Just as long as you get 1/8 and 1/4. And then you just stack them on top of each other. And this in overlap aiming system would be a 5/8 ball overlap. How's that? 1/8 and 1/4 is 3/8. Subtract 3/8 from 5/8 or from 8/8 and you get 5/8. Hence 5/8 ball overlap. But don't go 5/8 because you'll end up here out in space off the edge of the ball. It's a 5/8 ball overlap, which means you only need to move 3/8 of a ball from the center of the object ball to the right. If I was cutting it to the right, I'd have to go to the left. So, we line up through the center of the cue ball with the edge of my ferrule, which is an 11.8 millimeter. Okay, mine is 11.8, guys. It's pretty small. So my inside the right edge of the 7 ball may be thinner than, say, someone who has a 13 millimeter and or a 13.5. It probably will make you hit it thick right to here. You can do this 2 ways. Line up where you need to line up, or just give it a little more cut. Okay. Oh yeah, line up where you need to line up with some outside spin. I forgot to include that. Or you can just give it a little more cut, which would almost be a half ball hit to make that ball in a corner if you cut it a little more. Common sense, guys, common sense. That's going to be our theme for today. So I aim through the middle of the cue ball, center of the cue ball, putting my right edge of my ferrule inside the right edge, butting it against the outside right edge of the 7, and hit. Now, the center of the edge, that's a 15 inside. Or it can also be a 30 outside, which are one and the same shot. Center to edge, here we go. I'm going to connect the left side of this light to the inside edge of the 15. I'm sorry, the right side of the light. I misspoke. Right side of the light inside the edge of the 15. They all will do the same thing. It's just that some are more interesting than others. Now, traditional aiming, same shot. See a lot of pros do this, just about all pros. Get their spot, they look at it. A lot of them transfer it here on the cloth. Transfer their spot on the cloth, they'll get over there, they look at it, and they'll hit that spot that they transferred to on the cloth, just like this. I don't shoot that way. As you can see, I didn't trust it, therefore I hit it fast, and I missed it. I hit it fast, and I missed it. So we'll try it one more time. See if I can remain calm this time. Common sense, guys. Stay calm. Never panic. Can happen to anybody. Philology. Philology is amazing. Brian's book is very well worth buying for $20 or whatever it is now, due to inflation. This shot here in Brian's book, 5/8 ball overlap, same thing. Sitting on 30, pointed into 10. It's 1/3. Go 3/8 to the right. In my mind, that's what it translates to. 1/3, 3/8. Same shot. All doing the same thing. You must do what's best for you. For me, nothing better than centered edge. Nothing's better than that. Especially for like a really fine, thin cut. This thing's driving me crazy. Stop it, dude. Anyway, I did one on the last video. I'm probably going to miss it this time. I don't need anything but to study my angles to know that that's a 60 inside to make it in that right corner pocket. I need a little more on this because that's a little close. See, I hit the point. One more try and I'm gonna quit. It shouldn't take me too many tries. I'm recording that, so you know. Either way, I didn't miss it by much. Didn't miss it by much. You will still miss. This is a tough shot no matter what you know, guys. Maybe just a little less angle to help me out today because I'm not in the best form. There we go. As you get older, your eyes tend to not focus the way they used to. But I was close on both of those. So, oh, you hit way up here. I hit the point. Yeah. Grazed it. And hitting it down here, right there, that's like a 1/16 of a ball undercut. Really, really minute. But it does happen. You will miss, no matter what you know. And as for banking, if I got ball in hand and there's a mess on surrounding this, and I only have one chance to get out, and that's to bank the 15. Let's just say that's the 8-ball here. And there's all kind of a mess around this. There's only one clear path to the corner. If I'm sitting on the traditional path of 40-20, and I know my table's playing short, I'm going to go 4 to 1.5. I'm going to parallel shift, and I'm going to come half that distance back to it and go like this. And I'm going to hit it pretty hard, hold the cue ball, and get out and win the game. So, again, it's common sense, guys. I read the table when I came in. I saw it was playing. I saw that the conditions were being conducive to playing short. I remembered that. I used it. I win the game. You got to think a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. You must think. Aiming systems can't fix everything. I have a slight twist in my stroke yet. I'm working it out. Thanks to that RN guy. Just hold your finger down. He tapes his out, but I've been holding my finger down like this, straight down, and leaving this one loose, the second one loose. So it's more resting in the back part of my grip on the last 2 fingers. So I'm not twisting when I go through. I'm not doing this. I'm going straight through now. A lot better. It takes time. Again, common sense. Practice, common sense. Those 2 things, use them, and you will do well for yourself. You will be able to reach a higher level than where you're at. That's the key. Study, hard work. Those are the other 2. I'm not a big drill guy. I hate drills. But I love Hunter Lombardo's 4-corner drill where you have to gain center table position after every shot. Very invaluable, because center table is where you want to be, first of all. 2, 99.9% of the time, if you're coming back to center table, you will not scratch. Once you study that, you will not scratch. And you won't do it as often. The only time you end up scratching is if you hit it too hard or you use too much spin. That's it. And once you start doing the drill, you can look it up. I'm not going to demonstrate it. I haven't done it in so long I'll embarrass myself. So look it up. And is that Raleigh guy that did it with him? I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. Like I said, keep placing your orders for Matt. The economy's tough. We all know it. He knows it. He misses the interaction with his customers. Okay, so all right. Thanks again for myself and Matt and Team Accelerate, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys.